There's no question we like our fried chicken. There's no question we like our pizza. And there's no question we like our Korean food. So what if you put all three of them together? I made a Korean fried chicken pizza. That's the obvious thing. And that's what we're doing. I did it for just a little quick thing down at one of the restaurants the other day, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta make this for you guys because you're the people I really care about. So good. Could you do it with store-bought fried chicken? Chance?
You could?
The lad's right.
He's never wrong.
He is wrong sometimes.
No.
He's wrong when
he says he's right. Whatever I say, I'm wrong.
No, he's wrong when he backs you up all the time. You could buy a piece of fried chicken from the store, shortcut. Do this, but I'm gonna make my own. And then it's pretty simple. There's a crust, there's a sauce, there's the chicken, there's a glaze, there's kimchi. I didn't mention kimchi. This is gonna be so good. This should be, Korean Airlines should put this on the flights. Walter, if you're watching, I have a suggestion for you. Sam the cooking guy, Korean fried chicken pizza on the flights. What do you think? Only in business or first. I might encourage people to spend a little bit more for the ticket. Enough of this tomfoolery. Do you know that expression, you two?
Yes.
Tomfoolery. You do, because you are foolish. Let's begin with getting our chicken in a little marinade thing. Go. First, a little liquid, and I'm using milk. Hey, if I had buttermilk, I would use buttermilk, but I thought I had it and I don't, so don't sue me. Next in, some ginger. That will be a recurring theme, as will the garlic paste. Now we season reasonably nicely with some kosher salt, pepper, granulated garlic. That's our BFF. And completely optional, if you have it, gochugaru, which is this Korean pepper spice. Yum. And we mix. And in goes our chicken. And I'm using chicken thighs because they're the best things to use. And in they go. Once they're in, you just want to make sure they're all coated, covered, top to bottom, back to front. Everybody's submerged. Lovely. Stick this in the fridge, leave it for a couple hours. We'll carry on with a sauce or two. Our sauce begins with mayo. And by the way, recipes blow. You don't have to write anything down. We follow it up with a little more garlic. I promised that would come. A couple tablespoons of chili crunch, AKA chili paste, AKA chili crisp, and some diced green onion, chives, anything you've got would be great. And we mix. Oh, look at this. Do you know what we've just done? We've just made what's going to be an incredibly delicious, spicy chili crisp aioli. Oh! But now we work on the glaze. Our sauce begins with a couple tablespoons of gochujang. And you know this is Korean red pepper paste. Almost every Western supermarket now carries it. And if you can't find it there, you'll certainly find it online or in my pantry. We add an equal amount of soy, another couple tablespoons. And remember, recipes below, don't worry about it. Teaspoon sesame oil. For tang, about a tablespoon of rice vinegar. A couple tablespoons of brown sugar for sweetness, of course. The sweet and the spicy is a really nice combination. And speaking of sweet and spicy, how about a quarter cup of hot honey. By the way, hot honey, one of the greatest inventions of the 20th century. And then these kids again, a little more ginger and a little more garlic. And this we can mix. Heat's best for this. I mean, I suppose you could just stir them together cold, but I do find when it heats up, the flavors just kind of boost. It's really nice. Heat changes things, young Maxwell, yes. And this is what we're going to be tossing our chicken in once it's out of the fryer. And when it's all mixed up, just let it live there and simmer and bubble just a tiny little bit for about a minute. And when it has, off it comes and we set it aside and we'll carry on with our chicken. We're going to begin with our dredge, and that consists of flour, cornstarch, garlic and onion powder, kosher salt, fresh ground pepper. I'm using our BFF. That we will mix together nicely. In a small bowl, I'll beat a couple eggs, add some milk, stir that together. That then will go into our dredge itself. And when that's mixed, we get our chicken, we can start coating her up. Okay, here's what happens. Our chicken comes out of our milk bath, it goes into the dredge, and we coat really well. And now all these little bits of cragginess are gonna show up and make this extra crispy, beautiful chicken. Look at that. You wanna coat it well. And when you have, you put them on a baking sheet, finish off the rest. And with our oil hovering around 360, put a couple pieces in. Lovely. Remember, I always tell you, don't overcrowd. If you overcrowd your fryer or your pan with oil, you'll just drive that temperature down and that will not be good for anybody. These are just gonna cook till about 165 degrees. Thighs, you could easily go 175, but don't forget, they're gonna go back into the oven for a few minutes. So let it happen. We'll take them out when they're there. Pretty, huh? So remember the addition of the milk and the egg for the craggy batter, and that's what you do it for. this craggy rock exterior that will add crunch, texture, amazingness. They're getting there. They're not there yet though. And we're there. Up we come. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let them drip a little bit. Put them on a rack. Oh boy. Well, now that this is done, we're gonna let these cool. Then we get the dough out and we're almost there. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna tell you about Rocket Money. You've heard people talk about them on the internet, and before they came to me, I said, I'm gonna get a handle on my expenses. Not only does Rocket Money help you find the apps that you are paying maybe twice for, but how about subscriptions that you'd forgotten that you had on your phone? Rocket Money will cancel those apps on your behalf. Rocket Money will cancel it for you. If it wasn't obvious, Rocket Money is the app you need to save more and to help you manage your money. And I don't know what you're like, but I know what I'm like. I'm terrible at managing my money. And how about bill negotiation? You upload a picture of one of your bills. Rocket Money will help negotiate those bills for you. And by the way, they're not negotiating them higher. On average, Rocket Money saves its customers $720 a year. They'll help you set up what's called smart savings. You decide the amount, how often you want to save it, and Rocket Money will automatically deposit that money into a smart savings account. So what do you need to do? Go to rocketmoney.com/Sam the Cooking Guy for a free trial. You'll save more, you'll spend less, and you'll join over 5 million members already using Rocket Money today. Rocket Money is the one app you need to save more and manage your money better. It's that simple. Well, there's our work. Pretty damn beautiful, I think. We need to cut up a piece, toss it in our sauce. We got that done, we build our pizza. So let's grab one of these guys and a giant cooking guy knife and cut. Beautiful. I'm going for relative bite-sized pieces. Are you hearing this crunch? I think you are. So let's put this in here. Maybe a little bit more from one. Boys, would you like a bite?
Love a bite. Oh yeah.
Look how perfect that is. Chancey, Maxie, am I right about the craggy rock stuff, right? Let me clean this because I gotta work neat. And our sauce. Remember this? I just warmed it up a bit. And now we'll drizzle. I don't think I need quite all of it. Definitely a nice amount. And now we'll mix. I'm getting excited just looking at this. And when I say I'm getting excited, I mean in the proper way. I mean, it is just fried chicken. Now the dough. You know I'm challenged when it comes to rolling pizza dough. I can make it, I can't spread it, I can't roll it, I can't get into a nice circle, I can't get it big enough. So I thought I'd try and give myself a leg up today. I went to my favorite pizza place in San Diego, Sister's Pizza in Bankers Hill. You saw us there when I made a roast beef dip pizza. And they put it on their menu for a week and it was a charity thing and it was all great. So I go in there today and Emily's not there, but I ask if I can get some pizza dough to go, and here's what I have. They gave me one of their giant pizza proofing boxes. Within it, boom! Oh, look at that kid. Giant pizza doughs. Now, these guys are gonna make, it was like a 16, 18-inch pizza. It's huge there, right? I can't do the whole thing. So I think maybe I'll try and do like 2/3 of one. So here's what we have to do. We need some flour on the counter. We need to get one of these guys out. A little bit more flour. I don't want all of this, kid, so do I want half? I want 2/3. I'll try and do it so it's still round-ish. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. I need a lesson. Honestly, being bad at this is one thing, but the anxiety that it gives me is significant. It really is. I don't want to suck at this. Look, not everybody can do everything well. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try and stretch this guy, let the weight of the pizza, this is not what they do, but I'm actually already feeling a little bit better about it. So I got this guy too, which probably is, you know, breaking some pizza rule. You're doing something wrong to the glutens. You're making a mistake. The glutens don't like it when you roll them. They'll spring back worse than ever. Hey, this is actually not too bad. I think starting with good dough is important. And I'd like to say, if you have a favorite pizza place and you want to make pizza, go ask if you could buy some dough. Many of them do it. I don't know that Emily does at Sisters. They're just not, they may not have the storage space to do it. They do have pizzas to go now, frozen ones called Freezies, which I think is a great name. Okay, so this is pretty good. Is it round? No. Can I get it round? Oh. Let me get my peel, put a little cornmeal on it. I find it helps. And now this guy will go here. I'm actually feeling okay about this. Thank you, Emily, and everybody at Sisters. Remember this sauce? Remember this little chili crisp aioli? On we go. It's so beautiful. In the beginning, I thought, I don't need to add any green like the chives because it's going to be on the bottom. But then I thought, what if you see the sauce? And now I'm seeing the sauce and I'm super glad I did. because it's extra beautiful. Next up is some kimchi. Kimchi we all love, but to put it on straight out of the container would be a mistake, so I drained it, squeezed it really well. I don't want to add moisture. I just want to add the kimchi, and I chopped it up. So give it a little bit of this business, just a nice scattering of it, or smattering. I don't know what the difference would be. It's the same thing. Smattering, smattering, scattering. Right, and now our chicken. Yeah, we're still movable. And here comes, oh my God. Now this amazing, look how crazy this is. That's a big ass piece. Suppose I could have cut these smaller, but I really do love the way they look like giant little boulders. Giant little boulders? Little boulders. Boulders. Do you know what an over-the-shoulder boulder holder is?
No.
Fuck. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
That's from back in the olden days, boys. Oh, goodness gracious. You tell me this is unbaked. One of the prettiest things ever. Check this. Good. One more thing. To me, a pizza's not a pizza unless there's a little bit of cheese, and I have just a little smoked Gouda for the top. Not inundating, just smattering, scattering. This would be smattering. No, this would be scattering. You would add a smattering of cheese. You would scatter the cheese, though. I think that's it. One's a verb. My oven's on to 550 degrees. This is going in till it's done. How long will that be? 7, 8 minutes? Maybe a touch more? And there she is. Wow, look how beautiful. I mean, it's just everything I wanted it to be. But I couldn't just leave it like this, you know that. Couple things just to make it a little more beautifuler. A little green onion, just sliced for the top, and some sesame seeds. Because, I mean, why the hell not? Only thing left to do? Well, that would be to cut it. What do you think? Because I know what I think. If you could just stand here and smell this, you'd be so happy. I chose this one because there's the perfect bite, fried chicken right on the end. The spice, no shit. It's a taste and a textural delight. Crispy crust, of course, but these crispy pieces of the fried chicken coating, and then that sweet hot of the KFC glaze on everything. Not to mention that little under chili crisp aioli. Oh my God, it's a dream. It's a dream and you should make it. And as I said, you want to buy the fried chicken already done? Buy it, but make the KFC sauce that is in the recipe below. You want to bum a crust from Emily, Sisters. No, they don't sell them, but get one from your favorite place or just buy a store-bought crust. It's all okay. You don't have to make every little detail yourself. What you do have to do though, hit the subscribe button, because if you do, you could win one of those Sam the Cooking Guy 7-inch Nakiri knives behind me just for being a subscriber. Every video this year will flash a person's name on the screen, and that person will reach out to us at info@thecookingguy.com. We'll verify who you are, and if it's who you say you are, we will send you one of those. And don't forget, March is Viewer Recipe Month. Same deal applies. If you send us a recipe and we make it, you get one of those. We're getting some good ones. It's gonna be a delicious month, as is this. All right, guys, see you. Don't eat the same thing all the time. In fact, start with this.